The German Ideology is an 1846 polemical work by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Like many of the author's early works, it didn't find a publisher during their lifetimes. They wrote it mainly to clarify their thinking and then moved on. Its main enduring interest is to be found in Marx's materialist theory of history. The materialist theory of history is an attempt to explain history in terms of determinist levels of motivation, the most basic of which is the means of production, how human beings produce their food and shelter and the other necessities of life. A society with oxen-driven plough and windmills will be very different to one with tractors and flour milling plants. Because the machinery needed to produce our subsistence must be put to use, human beings have to come together to decide who is going to use it, how and when. So the means of production gives rise to the next level up, the relations of production between people, a certain division of labour. Different people get different jobs. And of course, out of that, you'll get social classes, because each particular group of workers will discover they have things in common with some other groups, but not so much in common with others. The biggest divide will be between those who own the means of production and those who don't. There's always likely to be tension here, and obviously the need for social control. So out of class division comes the next level, the superstructure. The state, with its attendant machinery of police, priests, soldiers, judges, a nobility, and so on. And above all this, and infusing it, we have the society's ideology, its ruling ideas, which are always simply the expression of the lower levels and ultimately the means of production. So an ox-driven plough society will always be a broadly religious one, a tractor society rather more rational secularist. And that's the materialist theory of history. There are problems with it, of course. The biggest was probably identified by the British scholar H.B. Acton in 1955. Acton claimed that the moral, political and legal relationships are aspects of the productive relationships and thus part of the material basis of society. In other words, it's impossible to distinguish, as Marx wanted to, between base and superstructure. Marxists have answers to this, of course. One of the best can be found in G.A. Cohen's 1978 Karl Marx's Theory of History, A Defense. Sadly, there isn't time to go into it here.